Good morning, everyone, freshly up. My voice is still not here because, like I said, freshly up. And so this is the first day, Friday. It's supposed to be the day of reading Death of Finis by Donna Leon. We are starting right away at the second pages, I think, with the death of the conductor of an opera, concerts, whatever. I'm freshly up. My brain is not totally here yet. In Venice, Italy. And yes, so the conductor has been poisoned. He's dead. And this is what I can say so far. It's not necessarily the goal of reading everything in 24 hours, so really in a day, but I have the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, to read 3 books. So I really don't know how it's gonna work out because I am not one capable of reading forever without the need to give a break to my gray cells. There's no sun today. It's supposed to feel like a 2 Celsius outside, so cold. I know in French, but I don't know exactly how it would be in English. In French, it's en avril ne te découvre pas d'un fil. So I think you can translate it that don't go too quick at taking some clothes off in April. You never know. Since this morning, I read. I swear I read, and I'm so proud to say that with Death of the Finis by Donna Leon, I have accomplished 100 pages in 5 hours straight. I was fighting with my eyelids for them not to shut down. So in that way, yes, because I was able to fight it, but it makes things very slow to get in. So I can tell you a little bit more, not too much because it is a mystery, an adult mystery. We are starting right away, like in the first or the second pages of the book, with the death of the conductor before the end of the concert of the opera. Backstage, we are following the Commissario Guido Brunetti. But seriously, that's his name. This is the one who's gonna make the investigation. It's mainly him. We're trying to find out who was that conductor. I mean, the guy, his private life. We know that he was from Germany, and some very strong rumors for years traveled everywhere about him and the fact that he was playing for Hitler and he was a part of Nazis. At the same time, his young wife, 30 years younger, to follow. We have some angry co-workers. I wanted to say that the investigation is very slow in those 100 pages. This is barely what I told you that is happening. So it's not revealing anything. It's just the investigation. Those are so far the different suspects. Like I said, it's night. Very close to midnight, meaning that the one day is pretty much gone. In 3 days, in 3 days for 3 books, well, that would be a miracle if I would be able to, for the last 2 days, to read 3 books, because now it's pretty much that. I'm really hoping that since my eyelids wanted to close during the day, that now they are fine and okay. Like, okay, now you can read. We are not gonna bother you. Well, can dream, I can hope, and that's all what I am asking. Once again, back on the bed, and I can proudly say that I finished Death of Venice by Donald Leon. The ending, I would say, it's not that it's saved by saving the whole book, but it's saved at giving a 4-star. That is for sure. I didn't see it coming. I didn't think that it could be a possibility, and wow, it's very good. It's a very good twist and a very satisfactory conclusion and yeah, ending. No, I really did like it. So next is gonna be The Girl in the Picture by Alexandra Munir. I took off the cover since this one is a hardcover. It's 263 pages, so it's again pretty much the same amount of pages, but I think this one is gonna go faster. I already read once, I think it was in 2018, 19, well, not so far. I read Suspicion by Alexandra Munir as well, and it was a fast paced reading. I think it's a mystery one, don't remember exactly what it is, but yeah, I will definitely gonna let you know. It's pretty much all tomorrow that I'm gonna have to read that bad boy, and I don't see myself having time to read the third one. I really want to finish that one. 3 days, 2 books, which is not so bad. It could have been way worse. Let's just start with the first one that I already talked about. It was Death at La Fenice by Donald Leon, the first installment into a mystery series with the El Commissario Guido Brunetti. Right at the beginning, the conductor, the night of the concert at the opera, between the second and the third act, has been found dead, poisoned. Who did it? It's very slow, the whole investigations, how to get all of the different informations, not necessarily clues, really information, in order to find who obviously did it, but most of all the why. I can say that the ending really took me by surprise. This is something that I didn't see it coming, and it really helps at getting it stronger. It is very satisfying ending. Yep, she's starting to destroying everything around me. The second that I didn't talk, I just said that I was gonna start to read. It is The Girl in the Picture by Alexandra Munir. It's a young adult suspense mystery, I would put it in that way. And I wasn't able to tell you what is it gonna be about because I didn't remember. I'm sure you can hear her. Yeah. And she's probably rehearsing for her stunt, her next movie. And yeah, so we are following every 2 chapters 2 teenagers. One is Lana and the second is Nicole. The story takes place on the East Coast. This is a school that really gives everything that they can get to push and to found the next science genius as well as the next art musician genius. So Lana is she's just daughter of a congresswoman. She doesn't have any particular abilities, but Nicole is exceptionally good at playing the violin. At the first page, we have the thoughts of Chase, and we right away understand that he's just dead. He's not ready to leave the place for some other place. He doesn't know, obviously, himself where, because he wants to know who killed him and why. I have to say that that one, I really read it in 24 hours, or slightly less than 24 hours. It is extremely gripping. It is a fast read. Lana, who is, the kind of a mean girl diva who is absolutely convinced that everything turns around her and that she deserves to have the best, and if a commoner, the way that she calls everyone else who is not in the high society or from the high society, they are just mistake in the whole landslide, and that they don't have a place, that they are not allowed to even dream at having what she can get. Nicole is very shy. The first time that they both met Chase, which is a transfer, she doesn't trust herself, Nicole, that Chase can have some feelings for her. So during the whole time, we are trying, as well as both girls, but especially Nicole, trying to understand, yes, who killed it and why. And pretty much quickly, I just gonna say that stuff are going very wrong for Nicole, but she keeps claiming that she is innocent. I'm not gonna say more than this. I really did love it. This is a strong 4 stars until the very end, that you kind of, not the very, very end, but slightly before, you're gonna get an information, and when you're gonna get it, it's like, oh yeah, maybe. And it wasn't 100% the way that I thought, but nevertheless it was really good in that way, and it didn't take anything away for the excitement of the reveal of the why and the how. So you have the element of the spirits of the ghost of Chase, who is still here. So this is everything that I can say that I read during those 3 days, 3 books. I didn't have the time. I finished yesterday. It was maybe 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. and I didn't felt like, okay, why I'm gonna waste the time. I tried to rush at reading something. 300 pages for what, maybe 7 hours? It's not gonna work. So last night, when it was anyway closed down, I still wanted to read the 3rd one first, because it is one of the oldest ones on my shelf, and I want to give it a try to read it. It's a young adult fantasy, maybe you will put it in that way. The category, Book of 1,000 Days by Shannon Hale. So I started last night. I keep reading it. I am 110 pages inside on 300. So probably tomorrow I'm going to be able to finish it. It is interesting so far. For those who knows, we are following the first part of the book, and this is the one that I just finished reading. We are following lady's maid, Dashti, and her lady, Saren, and they are right away kind of walled in, kept prison inside a tower, completely closed. There's no gap anywhere, because this is the punishment that the father of his daughter, but the lady, has put to keep her inside for 7 years, because she refused to marry a man that he wants her to get married because of alliance and money and helpful thing. She doesn't want to marry him, not only because he's older, but because he is violent and he's dangerous. We can kind of understand the reason why. So the first part are the 1,000 days. I think it's slightly above 3 years that they're gonna stay inside the tower. So Dashti is keeping a diary. She is putting down. She's the only one who can read and write. So she is writing what is happening. There's not much happening, but the kind of everyday life. So now I think this is just the second part. I didn't see, it's always a mistake, that it might have a third part. So now we're gonna see what happened after the 1,000 days. I'm not gonna say more. It's not that it's a mystery, but it's taking things away. So things are gonna happen now, adventures. It's the 3/4 of the book, so it's gonna be interesting. But nevertheless, I would say that this 72 hours of reading a ton was a success. Managing to read 2 and to be fully satisfied, especially with the second, the girl in the picture. It is fantastic and I am very happy. So yeah, this is everything that I have to say. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click to subscribe to my channel. Maybe if you liked, to click onto the like button, so it's gonna help my channel to keep growing and have more visibility. And until the next time, don't go too far because videos are coming in.